2, 3, 4.
Welcome in, everybody. A little right about now with Jason Suel. So glad that you are tuned in to us. And joining me, the amazing from Fayetteville Athletic Club, we've got Betsy Rawlings. Back again. You couldn't get enough.
Back again. You could not live without me here.
I know, that's true. But you also said that you watched our show last time and took some notes on yourself.
I did. I leaned into your narcissism
Oh,
and
don't do that.
just like made sure that I was looking at you more. And
If I don't have at least 3 pairs of eyes on me at all
I
times,
need
I
to
don't know
lean
what I
into
would do.
my narcissism and let people look at me more.
Ah, there you go. You need to look right into that camera.
That's exactly what I need to do. And see, I'm already I just naturally want to look at the person.
It's because
I'm
you're a
talking to.
conversationalist, right?
Not the camera, but the camera is y'all.
The camera is y'all.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna look at you.
Let me tell you something wild that happened since I've seen you last.
Okay.
I had a kidney stone.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I saw you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
On Friday morning, or I saw you on Thursday. On Friday morning, literally the next day, we're shooting Good Day NWA, literally in the middle of the show. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I feel like my insides are melting, and I've never experienced whatever type of pain this is. I've never experienced
Never
it before.
had that before. Oh.
And I couldn't get comfortable. Like, I'm sure if viewers, eagle-eyed viewers, can go back and watch that episode, and you'll see where I'm squirming in my chair. I don't know what to do. I'm sure my face, there are telltale signs.
Yeah.
But I just powered through, and then we had a meeting right afterwards, and I started to get the shivers, and so I've got like a quilt over my shoulders. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Then we had a shoot. So then I went and did a shoot up at Mount Sequoia, and the whole time, they were like, all right, we want you to sit in this chair. And I was like, I can't sit in that chair.
I don't want to.
I just have to.
Please don't make
I
me.
just have to stand here for a minute. Anyway, it didn't. This whole time, I hadn't pinpointed the fact that it could be a kidney stone. I was just like, my back hurts.
I mean,
maybe I slipped a disc.
You've
I don't
never
know.
done this before, right?
No.
You've not ever had one. So I don't know.
First time.
Yeah, that's
So you wouldn't know what
you
that
wouldn't
pain is like.
know.
So people who are tuning in, if you've never had a kidney stone, it's a pain that's different than anything else you've had. So anyway, later that evening, I had kind of honed in on the fact that it could be a kidney stone. And that night was horrible in terms of sleep, right? Because your body is just trying to figure out what to do with this thing. And I anyway, woke up Saturday morning, made an appointment. Nobody's open, the clinic's not open, so I made an appointment at urgent care. But I got to urgent care, and they're like, "Well, we can't diagnose anything, so you need to go to the ER."
I do often wonder why urgent care.
I know, why does it exist? So I went to ER, and those guys were super great, as you would expect they would be. And they were like, "Yes, you've pinpointed it." But they did the whole. They treated me well. They did a CT scan. They so they saw where the stone is, right?
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I learned through this process is I always thought that a kidney stone would hurt the most when it's like exiting the body.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
It is the painful part is getting from your kidney to your bladder. Once it gets into your bladder, you don't experience pain anymore. So it's like your kidney is cycling through, and it comes in waves. That's another thing I didn't know. It's really painful for like 30 minutes to an hour. And then it goes away for a while, and then it comes back with a vengeance, and then it goes away for a while. So that was a wild way to spend Saturday. And then Saturday evening, I hosted an event at Crystal Bridges. So
like nothing even happened.
Just right back in the old saddle.
Powering right on
Right through. I did have to cancel some things on Friday night and on Saturday morning that I was planning to do. But, I couldn't have gotten out of bed if I wanted. I couldn't walk. I was seeing double. It was just
Jason,
crazy.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Because from the time I saw you last to the time I saw you now, I would have no idea that anything ever happened.
Right. I know. I just powered right through. Do you know people who've experienced that before?
I have had a kidney stone before.
Okay.
It was actually right after I had our second to youngest child, and so I really thought I was dying. Like, oh no, what is going on? It was the worst. I'm so glad I've not ever had to do that
ever again. Did you go to a urologist? So they told me keep the stone, and if you go to a urologist, your urologist will be able to tell you what it what it's comprised, what it's made of, so that
Okay.
you can, I don't know, change your diet or be aware of these factors or whatever. And the thing with me is that it's not hereditary because, like, I have an uncle who I remember 25 years ago had a kidney stone. I
Okay.
don't know that means that I'm going to be susceptible to it, but like nobody else in my family I could say has ever had that. So
Yeah.
it's a bit bizarre.
Well, did you save your stone? Are you
Yeah.
going to the urologist?
I have it around my neck on a chain right now.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
that is.
that's what's
I wonder
making
what that interesting
Yeah.
piece of jewelry
It's right here.
was.
It's this thing. This is it. It's a flower. My kidney stone was a flower.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you would have guessed it. So I survived. I'm sorry, you also had a kidney stone.
Yeah, it
So
was.
you know what that
It
pain's
was
like.
miserable. I know what that pain is like. I did not save my kidney stone.
No?
I actually passed it in the hospital because we were in the. My daughter was in the NICU, so I happened to be there with her.
So you were already there?
I was already there.
Oh my
So they were
gosh.
able to tell me what was going on.
Did you think it was complications?
I did. I
Okay.
did. I was like, I am dying.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Again.
I was not.
You're
Again.
like, this is a different
This
pain,
is
but
a
it's
whole
awful.
nother- but
Yeah.
it is pretty darn terrible.
Yes.
I would not wish that on anybody.
No.
It's
Was it
horrible.
one? They say it's one side all the time, right? So was
Yes.
it one of your kidneys?
It
yeah.
was it was just on the right side.
Yeah. It's so
Over and done.
excruciating.
And then I don't know that anybody in my family has them.
Yeah.
So hopefully I won't ever have to do that again.
Right. I know. Yes. It was crazy. So anyway, powered through that and back in the saddle again. And here we are. And we're going to be talking about several fun things for our audience who is not into hearing kidney stone stories of warfare.
Maybe we should have given a trigger warning.
I know. We should have turned your ears away to this content. So, well, I'll talk about a few things here that I have pulled up that I want us to discuss. So,
Okay.
Apple has a new lineup of iPhones, smartwatches, earbuds. What are they called? AirPods.
AirPods.
Yes. So they've
I
got
really
all of
actually
that
struggle
stuff.
calling them AirPods because they are earbuds.
Earbuds. I know. I do too.
It's just what they are.
The VMA Awards happened recently. We can kind of recap all of that good stuff. And I know we've talked about Superman a lot on this show. I don't know why it feels like we're always at the weekend. There is new news because we did get news last week that there will be a sequel to the film, but now we're hearing even more rumors, so sort of filling in the gaps on that. And then I know that you're bringing some interesting stuff to us.
I
And
am.
that is mainly to do with food. We're going to talk about stadium food at NFL stadiums across the country, which will be
Yes.
interesting. But you also brought
I brought you meat alternatives.
some stuff for us to nosh on during the show today.
So if you have watched me on
Anything.
you know that I often throw in meat alternatives. Here's one of them we're going to try today.
Yeah.
And so, in honor of the fact that we are also talking about interesting stadium foods, I'm going to make Jason try some of my favorite
Stadium
plant-based stadium foods, plant-based meat alternatives, just to see what you think.
Okay. Should we do one right now before we go to a quick break?
Yeah,
What should we start with?
let's start with our basic little our little chicken nugget that's right there.
Okay, this chicken
Okay,
nugget.
It's our little chicken nugget.
Okay.
It looks exactly like a little chicken
It
nugget,
does.
right? It is. So this chicken nugget is made from jackfruit.
Oh,
It's by a company called Jack and Annie's. Jack as in jackfruit.
right.
This compared to regular chicken nuggets, you are talking about half the fat, half the calories,
Oh.
less than half the calories.
Now, where can you pick this up
fiber in it.
locally?
Now, this you're going to find usually you're going to find it at Whole Foods. You could find it at
If you can get there
O&F or Natural
through the parking
Grocer
lot.
if you can get there. Oh my gosh, that parking lot's crazy. I'm kind of hoping that when they get the new one
One in
built,
Rogers?
right, that the one down here won't be as bad. But that location is just so bad.
Oh, man, why didn't they make a bigger parking lot?
Oh.
Anyways, should we try
So
it
anyway, let's try it. Let's
I'm gonna
try
go
our chicken nugget.
without ketchup first?
Okay, I did bring Jason ketchup.
Mhm.
What do you think?
It's not bad.
Pretty much tastes like a chicken nugget that I
Mhm.
made this morning, right?
The texture is a little different,
Mm-hmm.
but it reminds me of something that I can remember eating like as a kid.
It's like a school.
It's like a school
nugget.
chicken. That's exactly what it
So
tastes
if you
like.
if you look at the inside, it even looks like it doesn't look like.
Do you think
like
they
if you
fed
went
us?
to
They
Chick-fil-A,
fed us Jack and Annie's in school the whole time.
people
We never
used
knew
to
it.
joke. Seriously, people used to joke that the hamburgers at school were
Uh-huh.
soy burgers.
Soy burgers, yeah.
And I kind of think they might have been. But this looks more like a McDonald's chicken nugget or like a Wendy's chicken nugget where it's not like you're actually getting the piece of chicken.
Right.
But otherwise, I feel like the texture is pretty spot on. Just tastes like a homemade chicken nugget.
Yeah, and it's breaded. I mean, so, you know.
Hard to go wrong with bread.
Hard to go wrong. It tastes good no matter
Hard
what.
to mess that up.
All right, meat alternative number one.
Number one.
I say yum. I don't say yuck. I say yum to that.
Yay. They're all yums for me, friends.
Oh, I bet. All right. Coming up, we got all that fun stuff to talk about. We're going to do some even more tasting of this food, so stick around. We got more happening right here on Right About Now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four.
Wasting no time here. I wanted to get right back into it because we're eating food.
He liked that nugget so much he wants to try some more.
Yes, I thought we could try something and then we'll talk about some stories. So, what are we going to experience now?
So now we are going to experience vegan jerky. I have
Okay.
actually two different flavors here. This is Louisville Vegan Jerky Company. You have one of them is General So,
Okay.
and then the other one is Smoky Carolina Barbecue. And I
Of-
love me a good Smoky Carolina.
Of Chinese food fame?
Yes, General So of Chinese food fame.
Okay.
That's the one I'm going to try first. It's a little bit darker
Darker
one.
one. Okay, let's try it.
So this is all made from soy, also known as textured soy protein. These, friends, compared to regular beef jerky, you can't even touch it in terms of
The flavor
calories,
is different.
fat, fiber. The
Oh,
texture,
really?
The flavor is a little bit different. It's more of it's the softer pieces of jerky, not the ones you're gonna have to chew on forever. I don't like the General So as much as I like the Carolina barbecue.
This one really is spicy. I mean, I don't mind it.
It's
I
got
like
kind of
spice.
a little
but-
after thing to it.
Yeah, it does. You know, and also, are these a lot of times you get meat alternatives that are soy curls, and this is like similar to that to me because this is kind of a soy bunch.
If you were to think of if you have ever seen like a soy curl before, that's essentially what you're looking at. Here they've just given you pieces that resemble more of a piece of jerky, and they've flavored it and dehydrated it and given it that kind of jerky chew. I don't think you're fooling anybody with this one,
No,
but
I don't think people would say, "Oh, that tastes like beef jerky" either.
right.
But
But it's still pretty good.
it's good. It's snackable.
It scratches that. I need that little bit of a
Yeah.
salty kind of chewy texture itch.
When you go on a long car ride, what do you munch on? You're so
When-
healthy.
When I go on a long car ride, to be completely honest, I always take a giant thing of blueberries.
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
what a nerd.
but not just. I'm typically I'm a chocolate eater. I love chocolate, but when I'm on a long car ride, I like sugar and gummy nerds.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, what about gummy nerd clusters? Have you
The
had those
gummy
yet?
nerd clusters are amazing.
They're amazing.
I have to watch myself because
Yes.
I will have the entire bag gone. before
Same.
I
I
even
know.
realize it.
And I'm like, how many calories
"Where's-
were in this?
Where's more? I need more.
Wild.
I'm a candy eater on road trips.
So I think that one is also yummy. I mean, if I was to taste like that on its own, I would have never have said it is a beef jerky alternative.
Yeah,
But it's a good, like, salty little
it's
snack.
Good. It's a good little snack. I like that.
Check this out. I got to show this highlight right here. Okay, from Apple. The new iPhone 17 lineup includes an ultra-thin iPhone Air, alongside upgrades across all 4 models with better cameras, longer-lasting batteries, and double the storage at 256 gigs. Prices are ticking up too. So the iPhone 17 Pro is going to cost about $1,100, and that's about $100 more than last year. Apple also revealed a new Apple Watch and updated AirPods Pro with live translation. So this iPhone 17 family does hit stores September the 19th. You can see them and their prices right there on the screen. What are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised that the new one is out. It happens often.
That's not Betsy. You're not there. Hang on.
Where am I?
There you are.
There I am. Okay. I was lost. I'm kind of excited about the idea of this super thin one because phones are pretty heavy and big, and I realize that we're carrying around these giant computers, and I mean seriously, I use mine all day long like
Yeah.
a computer because I can hold it in my hand and I don't have to have my actual computer with me. Um, but
What phone do you have currently? Do you know?
I currently have the 15.
Okay.
Is that
I
right?
do have
Yeah, I have
last
the
year's 16, but before that I had an 11. I didn't upgrade for a long time.
15. I typically end up upgrading every couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm just so hard on mine that
Yeah, because you
They-
work out all the time. You
I mean-
use it as a weight.
I constantly drop it. Is really actually I use
What is it? Is it the pull it is it the motion from getting it out of your pocket or whatever?
It is literally just having it in my hand, trying to pick way too many things up at one time.
Okay.
Sometimes it's when I'm pulling it out of my pocket or my bag, but it is usually just the fact that I am trying to carry 30 million things in my hands at one time, and something's got to give, and the phone is what flies
Something's got to give. It's always
The phone is what flies out. Yeah.
something got to give.
But as long as these don't break, and I know that they've been working really hard on the newer ones, every model that comes out is
Yeah.
a little bit hardier, even without a case. That's my other thing is that once you get once you get an iPhone, that's why this thin one is kind of exciting. Once you get an iPhone, and then you have to put a case on it, and then it's even heavier and it's even bigger. I don't want to have to. I want to see my pretty iPhone.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, can we talk? I think this will probably take up some time because we need to discuss these weird items from
Let's discuss.
NFL stadiums.
Yep.
That's okay. Yes. Wow. This thing is just old
you
graphics.
can do it.
I know. Okay. Back to me. This is the reset button. Okay. Let's look at this over here, our live shot of talking about, and I know you have this pulled up, the weirdest food items at NFL stadiums in
Yes.
2025.
Mm-hmm. So the one that interests me the most is actually kind of down the list, and it is the Arizona Cardinals cotton candy burrito.
Okay.
Jason, this thing, okay, their words. The curious confection consists of a cotton candy ice cream core featuring fruity pebbles, Fruit Loops, marshmallows, Skittles, mini M&Ms,
Trying to
gummy
find it.
bears, and sprinkles, all wrapped in an electric blue or bubblegum pink cotton candy exterior.
Okay, here we are.
It's
I finally found it.
massive.
Oh my goodness, look at the size of that thing.
That is
That
a
is
stomach
insane.
ache
Let's see if I can play that.
waiting
Oh, it's taking me to
happen.
Twitter. But that's okay. Let's see if this clip plays on Twitter. Look at this thing. Okay, he's going to show it to us. Wow. Oh my goodness.
It all just spills
What
out.
what is the tortilla? What is that?
Cotton candy. They
Okay.
made that tortilla
That
out
is the
of
most sugar.
cotton candy.
That is more sugar than I would have in a week. It's not more sugar than I would like to have in a week.
but it is more than I would have
Right.
in a week.
I would eat sugar all day, but wow.
So that one really struck me as I got to try this. But Kansas City Chiefs.
How much of
is,
that do you, just percentage wise, do you think you could make it through?
Depends
Like
on
a-
the day.
Yeah, okay. Like a quarter of it?
I could probably power through a quarter of it and just be miserable for like
Yeah.
3 days after.
Right. Somebody out there is
Is
eating,
eating the whole thing.
and maybe another one. Like there's
Probably.
somebody
Probably.
out there who's eating a lot
Friends?
of that.
Friends don't let friends eat an
Entire
cotton candy
burrito. Oh my
They
gosh.
don't do it. Share it.
Okay, I got one for you.
Yeah.
So the one that topped this particular list that I'm looking at is the Detroit Lions Spin Dash combo.
Spin dash combo.
Right.
Yeah, so that one is a smash burger that they have added pizza stuff to.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you've got
I'm
your
gonna.
pizza and your burger all in one.
It says a pepperoni pizza smash burger, custom golden ring tots, Honolulu Blue Sour Patch Kids. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're calling the
The spin dash.
Spin Dash.
combo. That one
This is a very proud chef, I think, all of his Detroit Lions gear on, talking about his inspiration.
leave the Sour Patch Kids off, and I'm pretty on with you.
You know,
for
you could
that.
probably ask, hold the Sour
Hold
Patch
the
Kids.
Sour Patch Kids, and maybe I'm wrong. The chef put them on there. I'm sure there's a reason for them to be there.
Oh yeah,
but
probably delicious.
there were a lot of hot dog variations.
Yeah,
and
I
brat
saw that too. I
variations.
kind of left it alone because
Yeah.
the Stromboli dog. I mean, we all know what a hot dog is, and they can be fancy.
So
the Denver
many, all the different
Broncos
things.
Jackalope Mac Stack.
But the Kansas City Chiefs built on an Uncrustable.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So they are using an Uncrustable, a strawberry Uncrustable topped with fried chicken, sour apple slaw. It looks like they're going for maybe a chicken and waffles
Yes.
meets sweet thing here.
Yep.
That could be really interesting.
It-
That might be worth trying.
So I don't know the size of the plate that we're looking at here, but compared to all the other dishes we were looking at, this looks like manageable or
Yes,
small
this actually
even.
looks like something that you could on your own
Eat. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the danger. Then you go back for another one. Right.
Oh, I could see that. That could be the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're down in that with a couple of adult beverages,
Right.
And
And you're
you
like, "Man,
just
I need
keep
another
eating
one of
more.
those." Yeah.
I need more. They've probably got that all figured
Oh,
out. Right
I'm
there.
sure they do. Topping it with a little bit of greens to make it look fancy.
Mhm.
Or microgreens on there. What else? Give us another one that you thought was cool.
So the other one that kind of looked, the other one that I thought looked cool was one of the actual hot dog versions.
Okay.
Now, Jason, I'm going to admit I do not know how to pronounce this person's name.
Oh, here we go. Oops.
Dunes?
Ozuna?
Oh, is that it?
Well-
Odunze? Okay.
I saw it up
Can you
here.
find it for me so that you can show people what that name is.
Yeah.
So I don't butcher it. But this is a jalapeno cheddar dog on a bed of Italian beef. So we're
Oh, I
talking
got
meat
it
on
right
meat
here.
on meat.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Then we're putting giardiniera on there, cheddar cheese, and a secret sauce. I'm always interested by a secret sauce. And I really like giardiniera. I don't know if you have you ever had it before?
I don't even know what it is.
So it is spicy pickled vegetables. If you've ever had an Italian beef, it usually comes with it. It's carrots and cauliflower and celery and all the things, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
One person in the comments here on Twitter says, if I were to read the description, yes. If I were to see this picture, no.
Now
Because
the picture,
it isn't
yeah,
a lot to look at.
It's not.
But
Picture's not
it's
a lot to
meats
look
on
at.
meats. It's jalapeno cheddar dog, Italian beef. That word you said that starts with a G.
Giardiniera.
Yeah. Spicy Chicago secret sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm telling
cheese
you, secret
crisp
sauce.
crumbles.
You throw the words secret sauce on something, I got to know what it is.
Gotta know what it
I'm
is.
gonna eat it to try to figure it out.
Gotta have it.
Got to know.
Okay, let's I don't know, let's do another tasting
Let's do it.
before we get out of here. What should we try?
So we are going to go with, now this is the one this is one of my favorites. It is meaty, meati.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is just the classic. These are made from mycelium. So mycelium is actually the root-like part of a mushroom.
Okay.
So you're eating mushrooms. Super, super high in fiber. Compared to a typical chicken breast, pork chop, piece of steak, you are looking at a lot better. 32% of your daily fiber intake here. 15 grams of protein in one serving. Only 110 calories and 1 gram of fat. This is going to be texture. So the texture is very meaty. You're not fooling anybody with this.
Where
one.
is it?
It's this one. It's these.
Okay, it's those ones.
Yes. So I should have brought you the whole thing because
That's
it
okay.
actually looks like they have shaped it to look like an actual pork chop.
Okay, so this is fake pork.
This is fake pork. This
Fork.
is meaty. This is the classic version. This is supposed to be their pork chop. It is all mushroom. It's got a meaty chew.
Yeah, it does.
It's almost like an overcooked pork chop.
Yes. It's been cooked a little bit too long.
Yep. Like Mom, you should have taken them out of the pan
Right.
a couple minutes before.
But not bad.
But if you are really wanting that meat feel, you really want to think you're eating meat and you're not, this is a really good one. And it's not soy. So many meat alternatives are soy. No diss on soy. Love it. But this one's mushrooms. It's mushrooms.
And if you don't like the flavor, dip it in ketchup.
You can season them differently. They come in different, like I said, this is the classic one. They come in steak. They come in chicken. Where you have other flavors, you can season it with whatever you want to. I kept everything pretty basic for today so
Right.
that you could actually taste what it was.
Right. That's what it is. Yeah. I can see you putting like some Cavenders or some, different spices on there that you enjoy. I think that would be tasty.
Anything you did with a normal pork chop, you could do with this, and it's going to take on that flavor just like a pork chop would.
How do you prepare it? You just warm it up in the microwave, or is it like you put it in the pan and sear it? Like
this works best in a pan and sear it, just a
Okay.
couple minutes on each side. get it heated through, get that little bit of a texture on the outside
Right.
of it. Super easy, super quick. And you're not going to give yourself food poisoning if you don't get it cooked all the way
Don't
through.
get it cooked. I like to hear that. Well, all the ailments I've had recently, then I
No more kidney
no more,
stones.
no more. Okay, stay with us. We're going to keep tasting some food. We got more topics to discuss on this edition of Right About Now.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
All right, if you didn't know, Betsy and I can talk. So that's why we're back again and ready to talk about food and ready to talk about, I don't know, some more trending things. Okay, so I know we have left a burger to get to. Before we do that, let's talk about the VMAs really quick. The VMAs happened this week. It was a big talking point. You know, a lot of big news came out. Apple came out with some news. Obviously, these VMAs right here. So check it out. This year's MTV Video Music Awards took over UBS Arena in New York, hosted by none other than LL Cool J. Lady Gaga led the night, 12 nominations, walked away with the most wins, 4 total. Ariana Grande snagged Video of the Year for Brighter Days Ahead, while Sabrina Carpenter took home Album of the Year for Short and Sweet. Mariah Carey finally earned her first Moon Person. I didn't know that's what they call officially. They're called the Moon
I
Person.
was like,
That's the
what?
statuette, right?
Okay.
Took home her first Moon Person with the Video Vanguard Award. Other highlights: Rosé, Bruno Mars, Ricky Martin, and Busta Rhymes were honored with special lifetime trophies, and performances from Post Malone, Doja Cat, and others lit up the stage. You know, we have so many award shows now. I feel so. This is the first year that this award show was carried on a major network. I mean, it's not even on MTV anymore, which is kind of funny to me. They're carrying it across platforms. But I do, pardon me, I do wonder, they are Video Music Awards. When's the, I mean, I guess Ariana Grande did win an award for her music video, but
I
they're
know what
just
you're
a-
about to ask.
they're just a thing that we don't do anymore.
We don't do videos. I used to spend hours
Yeah, same.
watching MTV, watching pop-up video.
Yeah.
Woo!
I love that on VH1.
Oh,
learning all
yes.
those facts.
All the things. I could do the dances along with people. That Janet Jackson taught me how to advance my dancing skills
Yes.
by learning her videos.
I loved Paula Abdul's video where she danced with an animated cat or whatever that was.
Yes, straight up. Now tell me,
Exactly.
where do you even see videos anymore?
I guess you got to go to YouTube and search the archives.
I am looking at this
But like for-
picture of Doja Cat.
But like for Ariana Grande,
Mm-hmm.
who won for music video, I've never seen that music
I've never
video.
seen that music
Where
video.
do they play?
Where
do
is
they
it?
just produce them? They put them out, and I guess you know fanatics and fans are going to
are finding them? They're seeing
stands
them.
are going to find them everywhere. But
And you're right, probably YouTube. I'm sure we could find them if we looked for them. I
Right.
just don't even know to look for them.
well, that's the thing. I
anymore.
feel like you didn't have to search. You just went and sat down in front of your TV and
Yeah.
spent the afternoon watching music videos. I used to have CMT music videos playing while I got ready for school in the morning.
Yes.
I can remember that because they were on early, right?
They were on early. You got videos early, and you got videos later.
Right.
And so yeah, it was a great background thing to have.
Right, while you're getting ready,
on,
you
while
got
you're getting
music
ready.
on, music and some visuals.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think people still get dressed to music occasionally. I don't think that's gone
I
away.
do.
But
I don't. I like
right.
to have sound on.
Exactly. But we don't have those
Kids
the
are
video
missing
experience.
out these days.
I tell you, I
They
know.
are.
Yeah. So, okay.
What's up next?
What
Jason?
should we go next? Oh, we said we were going to talk about this this burger. So let's do that. Should we try it?
Yes, let's try it.
So what is it? Set it up for us first of all.
You have, excuse me, this is your Impossible Burger.
Okay.
Now, if I were to try to serve somebody something that was a meat alternative and truly trick them,
Yes.
this is what I'm going to serve them.
Okay.
I have had so
So you
many
think this is so
people-
close to a burger that people would think it's a
This
burger?
is so close to a burger. I have had people eat several of them before they even thought to ask what I seasoned it with, how I made it, not even realizing what they were doing. Now, this one I just cooked in a pan at home. They are better when you grill them. Obviously, again, I did season it a little bit because I don't want food to be bland, but I didn't put a whole lot on it because I want you to try it.
When you say season, what is Betsy seasoning? Is it salt and pepper?
I do like salt and pepper, but have you ever seen like the umami seasoning blends?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that one. I'm a big garlic powder and onion powder fan.
I'm trying it, by
love
the
me
way.
some onion and garlic. I have everything, paprika, all the different versions, cumin, coriander. I mean, if it's out there, I've used it.
This is really soft.
It is more soft because I cooked it before.
It's good.
Now, if you had just had it off the grill, it would not have been
Okay.
quite that soft. If we had just taken it
Oh,
off and
so
eaten
you
it,
cooked it
yeah.
before and then you reheated it for
And
us.
then I
to eat. see.
reheated it for us because I couldn't bring my grill in here, my pan in here to cook with it
Right.
for us. I needed to get that done before, so it has softened up a little bit. If it were fresher, it would not be that soft. But I mean, it really does mimic.
You know, we were
burger.
talking about those chicken nuggets earlier, how they kind of reminded you of grade school chicken nuggets. This kind of reminds me of like a burger. Then you said, you know, people used to joke that the burgers we got in high school was soy burgers. I don't know what this is made of. Probably not soy, but
Actually,
something.
this is soy.
See, it tastes like school. It tastes like a school burger. Huh.
These are made from 99% soy.
Okay.
You are actually looking at about half of the fat, 33% less saturated fat from an 80-20 burger patty here. Soy protein, but
Wow.
you're still getting 19 grams of protein and only 230 calories. So if you really like it and you're that person that likes to eat 2 burgers, no big deal. Eat 2.
Tell me this: what would you choose if you had to choose? Is this an Impossible Burger or something like it?
This is an Impossible Burger.
Okay.
There are several different versions, and
Right.
they're all just slightly different. Impossible is my favorite,
Impossible.
but Beyond is a close second. And my family really likes the Gardenera
Okay.
burgers.
So if you had to choose, would you pick this or would you pick like a vegetable or a black bean burger or something like that that's made out of not soy?
If I were wanting a burger, like I'm craving a burger,
An actual
I'm going
burger.
with one of these.
Okay.
Now, I do really like the black bean burgers or the vegetable burgers, but those are completely. The
They're a different
texture
thing.
is different. The flavor is different. To me, that's a sandwich. I'm not. If I'm wanting a burger, that's not what I'm going for.
Okay. Yes.
I'm
okay.
gonna do this.
You're
for
going to
a
do this
burger.
thing instead. I like it. Okay, let's take a quick one. We're going to be right back. Let's see. We're going to talk about some Starbucks news coming out. And
Coffee,
you
coffee,
didn't,
coffee.
yeah, and you didn't just bring us savory food today. You've got a sweet
I
treat
brought
for us to try as well.
sweet.
So that's going to come up right after this quick break.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
Back, everybody. Welcome back. Right about now, we're doing it right about now with Betsy Rawlings. Betsy, before we went to the break, we said we had some news that was particularly about Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Are you a big coffee drinker?
I am a huge coffee drinker.
Huge.
And I know that you are not necessarily a coffee
No.
drinker.
Probably why you had a kidney stone before me.
Probably.
Just kidding.
I would think the acidity of, I don't know how those work.
I don't either, man.
But yes, I have an unhealthy addiction to coffee.
What about, obviously, Starbucks coffee is expensive.
Yes.
But are they, if you're going to go to a coffee shop, are they your go-to? Or do you choose something else local? Do you get coffee there at FAC? What's your, pick your poison?
So if I'm going to go to a coffee shop, The reason Starbucks tends to be the coffee shop I go to is because of their mobile app and their ease of going through and getting it. My go-to local is actually Onyx. I would much rather have an Onyx coffee
Yeah.
than a Starbucks coffee. It's just not as
Convenient,
easy.
right,
It's not
yes,
as convenient. But that's my Sunday and sometimes Saturday bike ride is up to the Springdale Square to Onyx
Yeah.
to grab myself some coffee
Nice.
there. But Starbucks is that mobile app is super friendly, but they are going to be closing and converting several of their mobile only locations.
Okay.
So the mobile app is not going away, thank goodness. But those smaller locations that you can't actually go into,
So yeah, we're looking at a picture of one now, just to say the
some
mobile
of those are getting
order.
closed.
There were people in there though. It wasn't a machine making this.
No,
right?
it is actual baristas in there. It's not machines. It is actual people in there working. You can walk in to pick up your coffee there at the mobile only. There are some that are just drive through, but you're not going to find a place to sit down. You're not even going to really have enough space to kind of lean against the wall. It's meant for you to walk in, grab your coffee, and walk out. They are moving. Starbucks is moving away from those. They are wanting to move back to more of that coffee shop feel.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Um,
it says right here. So they only have 80 or 90 mobile pickup stores nationwide, and they're going to close them all.
They're closing them all. And yeah, they're just really trying to bring back. So, according to their CEO, Brian Nickel, they are wanting to bring back warmth and human connection and get back to the original Starbucks brand model. So they are going to upgrade the mobile app. If you use it, it has gone through some different iterations lately. They are going to upgrade that by 2026. But they are launching a whole Back to Starbucks campaign with new menu items, new stuff in their pastry case. They want to bring back the coffee shop community, bringing people back into the coffee shop to sit, hang out, have their coffee, and be together.
You know, I feel like Starbucks, we've talked about them on this show before, but they're definitely having a moment. I wouldn't say an identity crisis, but kind of something where they're looking to retell their story. I don't even want to say reinvent themselves because they're the same old Starbucks.
Right.
However, I know that there's been controversy, right? Like these uniforms that we're wearing, and now you can't use our bathrooms anymore unless you're a customer. And
Yes.
we're closing stores so we can open mobile stores. We're closing mobile stores so we can open up, and focus on the community again. So hopefully they're on the right track. I love me a Starbucks coffee when I get it like twice a year. I'm like,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
I have a question about the mobile app though.
Okay.
So not just Starbucks, but mobile apps in general. I am always cautious of downloading any kind of commercial app. And here's why. Where is all of my information going? You now have access to my phone. You're going to try to send me a bunch of stuff that is going to make me want to go to Starbucks more. And I'm above that. I don't need all that.
You're above that.
However, there are some great deals, and then you feel like you're missing out if you haven't downloaded the app, right?
I'll tell you my little secret around that. If it's not one that I use super often anyway, I just don't have it downloaded. I have it on my computer, on my phone.
Right.
But I don't keep the actual app fully downloaded so that if I want to use it, I have to want to use it bad enough to make it have to reinstall in order to use it. Now, I don't know that that's actually any better as far as the fact that they have my information and my email address and whatever.
But it's a mental trick.
But it's a mental trick. It makes me have to think a little bit harder about it because the ease of apps,
Yes.
having Amazon on your phone,
Oh, yeah.
having
don't-
Starbucks on your phone.
I didn't know I needed this. And then you buy it, you get it, and
you
you're like,
buy
well, I
it.
didn't even need it.
And you didn't have to open that app, but it's
Right.
sitting there. And so why not? I'm bored. I have 5 minutes. Or I went on to look to see if they had a sale on rain boots. And now all of a sudden
I have 4 new
I'm-
pairs of shoes.
I'm looking. I've got all of this other stuff that's coming because look at this deal that they gave me.
Yeah.
So apps can be kind of tricky, but so many places have gone to where if you actually want to, they rely so much less on their full website now. They want you to
Yeah, they want you to
use
go
their
mobile.
app.
Absolutely. So this is an app that you said has gone through some different iterations.
It has gone through some different iterations. I thought one of the original ones, when they originally had it, it was just so much easier. But I get why it had to upgrade, because now you couldn't really customize much whatever you ordered on the original app, and now you can.
Yeah.
And I know that can get a little tricky on their end. They did try to take, like, on the app you can earn points when you get coffee.
Yes.
And eventually get like free upgrades or free coffee. You're actually spending if you're waiting on your points, you're spending way more money on that
Right.
coffee than you would before. But they did try to take that away for a little while. That was very upsetting. They brought that back. They got a lot of kickback there.
See, a lot of like redefining themselves, trying to find their place in this current consumer market, which is interesting.
I'm telling you though, if you're in the airport and you want some Starbucks
That's
coffee,
it.
mobile app is the only way to go, because you're waiting 2 hours in that Starbucks.
No,
line
they're
otherwise.
always long. And speaking of, just so we're clear, these mobile grab-and-go stores in airports are closing at IAH. So I guess these were all in Houston. All of the airport locations are in Houston. Don't go to Houston expecting to get a
Don't go
grab-and-go
to
coffee.
Houston.
But you can still get it through the mobile app on your phone.
Yes.
Okay, what should we do? Let's do a story.
Okay.
And then we'll come back.
Let's do it.
And we'll take a quick break. All right, so this one, I'm bringing him up again, the Man of Steel, Superman.
Superman.
So James Gunn headed back to Superman with Man of Tomorrow. This is set for release in July of 2027. Of course, David Cornsweet returns as Superman, and Nicholas Hoult comes back as Lex Luthor. Gunn has said this will be, quote, as much a Lex movie as it is a Superman movie, hinting that they'll be forced to work together against a much bigger threat. Filming is expected to start around April of 2026. So that is just coming up in the spring. The project is part of the new Superman saga under DC Studios, with connections to Peacemaker Season 2 and other characters like Hawkgirl potentially returning. So they've already sort of announced, hey, we're going for it. They have Supergirl in the works. That one's not being directed by James Gunn, but is in the same universe. And now we know that this new movie, and it's interesting because they were a little bit cryptic, I felt like, in how they released this information. If you went on James Gunn's Twitter or his social media, he released kind of cartoon sketches of Superman and Lex Luthor like side by side. But now they're full on saying, yeah, they're working together against a bad guy. So
So how do you feel about that?
I'm all about
Good
I'm
and
all
evil
about
coming together?
teamsmanship. For some reason, I don't mind Superman and Lex going together. I wouldn't want to see the Joker working with Batman.
You know, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can be on board with that.
I guess that Lex Luthor is just a little more human because he's just like a billionaire who he wants to be a superhero, but he's not. And so I don't know. But like,
not everybody can be Tony Stark and figure out how to build their own superhero suit.
that's right. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can do it, Lex. He's a poor man's Tony Stark, I guess,
Yeah.
from the Marvel universe.
I know, a different universe. I know.
But I can see them working together to try to, some huge threat.
I
Also,
like
if you
the
watched Smallville, they grew up together.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
I mean, let's just pull all the universes.
Right. Let's
Yeah.
pull them all together.
Let's just make it work. But yeah, I like the idea of Superman and Lex Luthor having to work together. Two people on opposite sides of the coin, who have been essentially enemies of each other.
Yeah.
Figuring out that for the greater good,
Yeah.
they have
gotta
to
pull together.
work together. I think we could take a lot of lessons from
Yeah,
that.
totally. Here's a wild question around that. Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor in this current iteration and in most of the comic books forever has been bald.
Yeah.
But in the Gene Hackman version, at least in the first Superman, he had hair when he went against Christopher Reeve. Could you get on board with a Lex Luthor that has hair in this current day and age? I don't know.
I don't
Can you see it?
think
Hard to
so.
see.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly had even completely forgotten that Gene Hackman had hair.
Yeah.
Before that, I mean, obviously
It was.
he did.
I mean, it wasn't like a full head of hair,
Right,
but it was definitely
still,
hair.
he had hair. But anytime I think of Lex Luthor now, my brain immediately goes to
Yeah.
bald.
Bald person.
I think it would take some suspension for a little bit to decide that okay, that works. I can actually do that. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. I wonder, I kind of remember an old episode of Smallville. Speaking of when I was watching VH1 pop-up video back in the day, Smallville, I think that actor had hair, like not just the actor, but Lex Luthor had hair when that show started. And then there was something that explained how he went bald. It was some kind of experiment or something he was doing. I can't remember the specifics of it.
I'm sure there's an actual reason other than, because
He
Lex
looks
Luthor is not
good
old
bald.
enough necessarily to
be bald.
to just be bald.
Right.
So there has to be some sort of something that happened.
I'm telling you, it's some experiment going wrong. Maybe
There.
we'll learn more about it if this next movie has just as much a Lex focus as it does a Superman focus. We'll find out.
In this last in the last one, you said that they went back and did just little teasers of like how they got here.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll do that for Lex, and
Yeah.
he'll start out with hair and then not have it, and we'll find out why.
Can't wait. It's just like his grandmother shaving his head. He's like, I like
Yeah,
it
you
better
just
bald,
liked
and
it
then
better
forever
bald.
he's just
You
shaving
have
his head.
such a smooth head.
Yes, I love my bald head. All right, on that note, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We can't wait to try these delicious blondies that Betsy has brought for us. You got to stick around for that.
2, 3, 4. Two, three, four.
Yes, everybody, we're back right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to you right now with Betsy Rawlings. And, okay, let's go ahead and do the final tasting, and then let's talk
do it.
about this kind of final story we have to
So
send us off.
not everything has to be healthy. So our last little treat, because he stuck in with me
I did.
and had his meat alternatives. You have a cinnamon roll blondie. This is part of the Trader Joe's fall line.
Okay.
Every season they bring different stuff out.
Just really quick while I'm eating this.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's,
Trader
seasonal favorites of
Joe's.
everyone. Why?
Mhm.
What's the deal?
I mean, because Trader Joe's isn't everywhere, you have to be somewhere close to one, or you have to travel to get to one. It just makes it that much, more tempting because it's something different that you don't always get to have.
That's delicious.
And they are really, really good at bringing out really fun
Yes.
seasonal flavors, things that you wouldn't think of. One of my favorites, they put out ube pancake mix that is so good and purple and just amazing. Things that you wouldn't think of otherwise, and they put together. They actually even have a pumpkin Chardonnay. I don't know if you're a wine drinker. I'm not sure that this sounds
I would try
appealing
it.
to me, but along their $2 Chuck wine line, this time of year they put out one that is pumpkin flavored.
Mm.
Yeah. So this
So good.
blondie, oh my goodness. Now this, I will tell you that it has a egg alternative in it, just because I had to do something
So you made this?
special. It's from a box.
Okay, so it's from a box that you got from
Yes,
Trader Joe's.
that I got from Trader Joe's.
Which Trader Joe's did you go to get this?
The Tulsa one.
Okay, been to that one. Nice.
Little Rock one is a little bit bigger, but we just happen to be going to Tulsa.
Yeah. Tulsa's a little bit closer.
Tulsa is a little bit closer. And I feel like their traffic, it is Oklahoma, but their traffic is a little better
Knock on
Then-
something.
than the Little Rock one.
That's very good. Way to go. Way to make it from a box.
Thanks.
did it.
It is home baked.
Oh, yes. Is that what it's called when you make it from a box? Okay. Now I know.
Home baked.
So I can say that I've never home baked anything. Now I know. Look at this story. This is a sweet story to kind of close us out. Leanne has been renewed for a second season over at Netflix.
This is such a fun little feel-good laugh show.
We actually interviewed Leanne on Good Day NWA when she was promoting this show, and I know that a lot of people loved it, and we're talking very highly of it. Of
Have you
course, she
watched it?
was. No, I don't even
figure.
know who she is. Like, I have seen this much of her comedy, and everybody's like, "What are you living under a rock?" I know.
What
I know.
do you watch, Jason? No.
Only scary things in sci-fi. 100%.
That's the problem.
Also, I spend probably 60% of the evening just flicking around, listening to
Trying to
that
decide.
sound that's like boop, 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 and everybody's like, Dad's flipping around again.
Yeah, it can be hard to pick out different things with so many different streaming channels and
Yes.
everything at your fingertips. It can be really hard to find something new.
100%.
But I am really glad that one of my friends put me onto this. I did know who Leanne Morgan was before, and I did see the interview on Good Day
You
with her
did?
show. I
She's
did.
so great. She was so sweet.
She is so funny. So a friend of mine was like, "You have to watch the show. It is so her." And I am so glad I did. And they have just found out that they are being renewed by Netflix for a second season. The co-creator Chuck Lorre offered congratulations to the cast and crew upon finding out. He actually said that Leanne Morgan is the whole package: a comedic genius, a warm and loving human being, and an absolute joy to work with.
There
And
you
I
go.
am not surprised. She is mom humor for sure.
Yes.
You know, there's dad humor and there's dad jokes. She is mom humor for sure. But she is hilarious and in a really clean, wholesome kind of
Yeah,
way.
she is clean and wholesome.
But the show has people that you would absolutely recognize. Kristen Johnson from Third Rock from the Sun is in this one. She is her sister Carol. Ryan Stiles from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yep.
Is her ex-husband
Yep.
Bill.
She said when we interviewed her that it's kind of also based on reality. Her life.
Her life somewhat.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those shows where it's a multi-camera, so you are like a fly on the wall kind of
Yeah.
watching this family go by, and they've got all of the different characters. But it is just really easy to sit and watch and get a good little feel-good giggle, even though it's about these two
Sure.
navigating divorce. It's a really fun little giggle.
And if you like her and her comedy style, her next Netflix special is coming up. It's going to premiere in November. It's called Unspeakable Things. And if you're curious, she's got another one slated for 2027. So several things her partnering there with Netflix. Betsy, thank you so much for bringing this food and playing a little yum or yuck. They're all yums for me.
All yums. Thank
It's-
you so much.
I'm
for
not a
having
very
me.
picky eater, obviously. So anytime you want to come on, in fact, let's do it again next week.
Let's do it. I'll
All
be
right.
here.
You know what we say every time? You can't be right about everything, but you can be
Right
about
about
now.
now.
That's it. We'll see you next time, everybody.